you grew up old school like me, you know that when you're invited somewhere, you never go empty-handed. Don't make a brutta figura. So today I'm making something special to bring with me tomorrow. I am making something that my father loved. They are typical for his paese in Italy. Frittele that are stuffed with alligator, with our anchovies, black olives, capers, and a lot of scallions. Manja, let's go make these delicious frittelle. I got a nice big frying pan here, and I'm just drizzling the bottom, covering it, coating it with extra virgin olive oil. I've cut up all of my scallions. Those were 4 bunches, and I'm just gonna add them to the oil and get them going a little bit. You know, my mother had to learn this dish. She was not Barese. My father came from Puglia, from a small town in Bari, Italy. She was from Napoli, a little small town outside of Naples. And she had to learn some of these Puglian dishes. And where I'm going, this person is also from the Puglia region, and I am so thrilled to just bring her and share my little paese tradition of these frittelle. My scallions are frying. I'm just going to roughly slice up my black olives, and I'll get them ready. As you can see, the scallions cooked down to like half of what they were. So now I'm going to add in a can of the anchovies with the oil because that has so much flavor. And a lot of you don't like anchovies. Cook them like this, they break down, you just get a flavor. You're not really eating that whole anchovy, which I know can turn a lot of people off, but it just adds such a nice umami flavor. So these are gonna melt down to nothing. You can see that anchovies really broke down to nothing. They just melted right into that pan there. So now I'm gonna add in all of those olives. And I'm going to add in a half a jar of those capers. Now I'm just going to flavor it with some black pepper and just a little bit of salt. I tasted it. I could add just a little bit more of salt, not too much more because the anchovies and the capers are salty enough. This is going to go for another minute. I just want all of those scallions to be nice and soft. And here's the filling for my frittelle. It's going to go right into a bowl to cool down. I tasted it and there is so much flavor in this stuffing. It's delicious. Now to make the little panzerotti type for the frittelle that's gonna hold that stuffing, it's just regular store-bought pizza dough. And I'm gonna roll them out and then I'm gonna cut them out into the size that you like. I'm just gonna use a bowl to make those shapes and I'll show you. Hold out the dough nice and thin and I'm just gonna use the bowl as a shape to go around and cut a nice little circle out of it. About that size, just like that. It's nice and thin. I'll just take some of that cooled off filling and I'll put some on the bottom here. And then I'm just gonna fold over and tuck in the ends and create a nice little panzerotti. And I'm gonna do this with the rest. And then these are going to be fried, just like that. I've got my little frittelles all ready. They're all stuffed. They're going into some hot oil on the stove, and I'm just gonna fry them a minute or 2 per side. They're gonna just get nice and golden brown. I'm gonna be careful not to overcrowd the pan because I do not want these to break. And then I'm gonna cool them on a wire rack to drain. And here they are, my frittelle, made right from my father's hometown. This is a family recipe. You're not going to find it in any restaurant. This is how he grew up eating it. I hope you give these a try. I know you're going to love them. They are just loaded with that delicious filling. It's got the brine, the saltiness, that umami-ness. They are delicious. I hope you give this recipe a try. And now I just have to wrap these and bring them with me tomorrow. If you like these types of recipes, follow for more. My page is all about traditional, authentic recipes. Buona festa, happy celebration. Prima di sparare pensa, prima di dire di giudicare,